They're going to try to avoid those main roads.
Walking across the red-hot South Texas desert is not an easy task.
Brooks County has every animal and insect that stings and bites. It's right here.
Not to mention the sand, which is just like trying to walk through the dunes along the Gulf of Mexico. But this is no stroll along the beach. The brush country of Brooks County is where tens of thousands of immigrants from South and Central America make their way across each year.
Terrain is just harsh. Look at the vegetation, it's real high. I can assure you we'll probably have bodies out here, but the vegetation is so high, it's going to be a while before we find them, before they get located. And at that time, they'll just be skeletal remains.
So, the Border Patrol invited the media and representatives from the countries from where the illegal immigrants come from to walk some of that walk.
These smuggled aliens are a human commodity. And what that means is they're all about the bottom line. This is a money-making venture.
Doyle Amadon is the agent in charge of the Falfurrias station. His agents not only patrol this rugged country, but they're always looking for immigrants in need of help. That's why 8 of these rescue beacons are in place out in the brush.
What we'd like people to take away from this is just how difficult the terrain and the environmental conditions are for the migrant who's making this trek. And you see that this is what I brought with me. Sometimes this is what they bring with them. We're walking about half a mile. These migrants will walk 20, 30, 50 miles. Not prepared for that.
This is the Border Patrol's hot box. An 18-wheeler that has been closed up for an hour under the South Texas heat. The media and consulate members were asked to step inside and see what immigrants go through who are being smuggled across the border in one of these.
We've only been inside this 18-wheeler a short period of time, and you can see sweat just pouring off the face. The temperature right now holding at 102, but they say it can get up to 120 degrees inside the back of an 18-wheeler.
Many of the people trying to get into this country, like these illegal immigrants, are from Guatemala. There are already 1.5 million in this country. Their consulate representative from McAllen, who was here for this walk, doesn't blame his countrymen for trying to get into the U.S., but he does say that reform is underway in Guatemala as that country is seeking loans to try and improve life there.
We are hoping that we'll get a little better infrastructure, which is going to create jobs, more opportunities, and that way it's going to prevent persons from coming here into the United States and risking their lives.
Eddie Canales with the South Texas Human Rights Center says the entire immigrant issue needs to be addressed by all sides involved.
We're not addressing the root causes of why people are coming. And that's, until we've changed the framework, reorient, things in terms of resources for humanitarian efforts, instead of, deterrence and criminalization, overall that we've got to look at the big picture.
Until then, the choppers will man the skies and the dogs will be on the trail as the Border Patrol tries to slow the flood of illegal immigrants. From Brooks County, Michael Gibson, 3 News.